January 10th, 2022. Let's look at the aggregated open interest. It looks like after this final push down, there's a lot of the price rebounded and slightly right after this wick downwards. Let's look at the hourly. Right, we got a little hammer candle. It bounced back. There was a lot of buying power, but it looked like a lot of longs were opened as well. The open interest went up like 2.5%. Not ideal by any measure, because we were in this nice downtrend. Right, clear downtrend. Still are. This is not by no means anything different. But when we hit these key support areas like the fib levels, they set longs, and it's kind of understandable. But we're close to the bottom in general, right? There's not much more to go if the goal is to push it all the way down here. Any minute there could be a retracement. We'll talk about that. Crypto fear and greed we have at the lowest levels since May, July, right? It was at the lowest level. It kind of rebounded up a little bit, but it's most likely going to be down there again today. Funding almost green across the board, some negative here in OKEX, a lot of it FTX, a lot negative. The ones that matter, Bybit, FTX, Binance. Let's look at the coin margin, the token margin ones. Yeah, the token margin ones are all pretty much negative funding, right? So it's, again, signaling to some degree that we should be at the bottom or near the bottom. A lot of liquidations for longs last night. The price kind of took a sharp turn down. We had this volatility squeeze right here. You can't really see it very well, but it's this yellow region, right? Like this. And then it went down from, I think it hit the hourly I think it was, what was it? Don't mind this horrible. I put all my indicators on one, and it gets kind of overwhelming sometimes. So we have the hourly SMA 100. It kind of topped off around there, right? Hit this CME gap, closed it, went down. Open interest, at least on this site. The exchange open interest. It's very low. I mean, it's the same as the other one. Very low. What do we have to look for? Well, we have these large, like this massive dump, right? And the price is going down. What you'll see is it's kind of losing traction as well. Just, right? You can say like this level right here, here, here. Right, it's kind of creating this shape, little rounded bottom, sort of. So we'll see what happens next. There was another large push. It seems to, there's some time between the pushes down, about a day and a half or so. Yeah, something like that. So we'll see on the next one. If the next push with the same amount of volume, it seems to be impulses with relatively the same amount. Not, of course, the same, but if it can't push past this point, it's very good, because if we open the daily chart, let's close this. Yeah. So, at least with ETH in mind, right? You can take the fib levels from down here at that lowest point wick to the top. We're hitting the 0.618. This is the golden pocket right here. Massive resistance, right, this area. So, I mean, I'd not like to see it broken. If it breaks this, you'd have kind of another level down here at the base. I think if we go down on Stackcoin 1, we can find resistance that's down there. It'll actually be probably intraday, maybe a 12-hour right there. So this 12-hour support, right, 27.62. I don't want to see it go past this, because if it does, it's probably going to go back to all the way down here to the 0.786. Anyways, let's hope it stays within the golden pocket. It looks like it's kind of losing steam, at least for a bit. This drive down was just insane, right? 25%. we need some type of a larger reaction than this. And if it does react, I'd imagine it'll get to the top of this at least, right? If we go to the daily, maybe even this area doesn't really have that much resistance as well. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Looks like it's slowing down. Very good. The last time we had this large of a push down was probably around this area. And that also went about 25%. We got about 25%. I think we're good for now. We'll see what happens next. Thanks for watching.